The story of the new Fast and Furious film releasing in 2026 begins after a long silence in the world of high-speed missions and impossible chases. The world believes that the old team has retired to live peacefully, but a new crisis rises and no other group has the skill and unity to face it. In this film, the central character continues to be a strong and calm leader who has built his life on loyalty, trust and family. He lives quietly with his loved ones far from the rush of engines, yet the quiet never truly lasts for long. His silent days are interrupted when an old friend brings a warning about an international weapons dealer who is planning to unleash a technology capable of disabling every security system in the world. This technology is known as phase breaker, and it can shut down digital vaults, military systems and even power grids. The villain of this film is a calculated mastermind who built his empire on corruption and stolen research from top-secret laboratories. He believes that chaos creates opportunity, and he intends to sell phase breaker to the highest bidder no matter the cost to the world. The main contractor cast of this film includes an expert driver and mechanic who remains the heart of the team, guiding them with wisdom gathered from years of missions. Alongside him returns a highly skilled agent who once worked for a powerful agency and has now become a vital part of the family. She brings tactical planning, intelligence, knowledge and unmatched fighting skills to the team. Another key character is the former street racer and outstanding precision driver who also serves as the team's comedic spark while pulling off complex moves with grace. The calm and sharp-minded hacker also returns, and her role is more important than ever because she must battle the digital threat of phase breaker. She can break encrypted walls, discover hidden locations, track satellites and manipulate signals. The team also includes a tech expert who once lived on the wrong side of the law but now uses his skills to help the team by building weapons, gadgets, trackers and modified cars capable of extreme performance. A returning character who once was an enemy but later became one of the strongest allies joins with his unbeatable strength, his straightforward style and his ability to take down multiple opponents single-handedly. His presence always brings a storm of power and intensity. A former adversary with a mysterious past also joins the mission, bringing his silent, smooth and unpredictable methods. These two forces combined make the team more balanced than ever. In this new film, two fresh characters also appear. One is a brilliant young engineer who designed protective technology for government agencies. She becomes vital when the team discovers that phase breaker was originally based on her research which had been stolen. She is shy but highly intelligent, and she joins the team with technical solutions that help them survive several deadly traps. The second new character is an undercover driver who has been living within the villain's network pretending to work for him. He is one of the best drivers in the new generation, and his drifting style becomes a major highlight during the movie. His loyalty remains a question until the very end, which creates tension within the group. The story takes off when the old team leader receives a message from his old agency friend stating that a secret government transport vehicle carrying the phase breaker component has been hijacked. The hijackers escape with modified armored vehicles and disappear into unknown territories. The world agencies fail to locate them because phase breaker can erase all electronic traces. With no other choice, the agency reaches out to the only people who understand impossible missions. The leader refuses at first because he wants to protect his family, but when he learns that phase breaker could disable the safety systems around his own home and loved ones, he decides to gather the team again. The reunion of the team is emotional and powerful. They meet at a hidden garage in an abandoned industrial zone. The characters greet each other with deep respect and humor. The mechanic and tech expert revive their old debate about car engines. The hacker jokes about how she missed the chaos. The strong former enemy nods silently and states that he is ready for whatever comes next. The calm leader explains the threat and shows the last footage of the hijacking. They decide to track the stolen signal even though it is nearly impossible. Their first clue leads them to an illegal racing ring in Morocco where the villain has been recruiting the best drivers for a secret mission. The team enters the city disguised as racers and mechanics. The undercover driver who has been working inside the villain's network also appears here, but the team does not know if he is trustworthy. A breathtaking night race across narrow streets and desert roads begins. Neon lights, sandstorms, echoing engines and razor-sharp turns bring back the original Fast and Furious thrill. The undercover driver subtly helps the team escape a trap, proving that he is on their side. The villain learns that the team is back. He sends a group of mercenaries to destroy them before they interfere any further. This leads to an explosive chase through the Moroccan mountains where the team drives armored off-road vehicles. The scenery shifts from rocky paths to dangerous cliffs. The hacker and tech expert use drones to distract enemy vehicles. The engineer sits beside them, guiding the team through safe network pockets where phase breaker cannot disrupt communication. The leader uses his familiar style of fearless driving while the strong ally takes down armored bikes using only his raw power and creativity. The former adversary with the mysterious past jumps onto the roof of a moving truck and disconnects a mounted weapons system with calm precision. The chase ends with the team capturing one mercenary who reveals the villain's next plan. He is moving the phase breaker core through a private sea route to a hidden base in a remote island. The team heads to the port city where the villain's cargo ship is docked. They plan a stealth infiltration using underwater scooters built by the tech expert. The scene becomes intense when security drones spot their reflections under the water. The hacker must disable the drones before the alarms go off. Inside the ship, the leader and the agent fight through heavily armed guards while the former enemy silently eliminates threats in the shadows. They discover that the core of phase breaker is not on the ship. It is already transported to the island using high-speed boats. The villain contacts them through a hologram and challenges them to stop him before dawn. He feels unstoppable because phase breaker can erase all surveillance, making him invisible to governments. The team prepares for their most dangerous mission yet. They travel to the hidden island, which is protected by laser grids, explosive sensors, heat tracking towers, and armored guards. The engineer helps them understand how to bypass the security by creating a device that filters out the phase breaker interference. The following sequence is one of the most powerful action scenes in the entire film. The team drives through thick forests while dodging traps. They split into sub-teams. The leader works with the strong ally taking front assault. The agent teams up with the hacker handling tactical movements. The precision driver and the undercover driver work together, performing synchronized driving moves that distract enemy squads. The former adversary executes silent infiltration. The tech expert provides aerial support using a mini helicopter armed with non-lethal gadgets. The climax begins when the villain activates phase breaker. All digital screens shut down. Vehicles lose navigation. Towers black out. The island becomes a storm of darkness. Only the special device made by the engineer keeps the team from losing communication. The villain starts transferring phase breaker to black market buyers through a satellite uplink. The hacker must reach the main console to stop the process. The leader drives straight through collapsing buildings to reach the broadcast tower. The precision driver performs an insane jump across two broken platforms, saving the undercover driver from falling into the sea, which finally confirms his full loyalty. The strong ally faces a giant armored soldier in hand-to-hand combat and wins with unmatched strength. The agent reaches the control chamber and engages in a fierce fight with the villain's top guard. The hacker secures a connection long enough to delay the upload, giving the leader time to reach the final floor. The final showdown between the leader and the villain happens on the top of the tower, surrounded by loud winds, crashing waves, and sparks flying from malfunctioning systems. The villain fights with metal batons and advanced gear, but the leader relies on raw drive power and the belief that family and loyalty cannot be destroyed by any machine. The tower begins to collapse as phase breaker malfunctions. In a dramatic moment, the leader disconnects the main core, throwing it into the ocean where it explodes underwater. The villain tries to escape, but the former adversary prevents him by blocking his path with a fallen beam. The villain is captured and the world is saved from a digital collapse. The island begins to sink due to the explosion. The team escapes in modified boats built by the tech expert while the sunrise paints the sky. They return home and gather for a peaceful meal together, symbolizing unity. The undercover driver becomes an official member of the family. The engineer smiles as she receives her research back. The strong ally places a hand on the leader's shoulder, stating that the world will never stop testing them, but they will always win because they stand together. The film ends with the legendary sound of an engine starting, hinting that their journey is never truly over and the family will always rise again when the world needs them.